We're back. So MLB the Show has officially been out now for about 3 days for those of you who bought the $100 version. For those who just bought the regular version, it comes out tonight. And what better way to start MLB the Show than learning the best way to make stubs? That's what we're going to be going over today. We're going to look at some of the new modes and some of the best avenues that I found to make stubs, build my team, and already have completed the AL card collection, live series collection. Some of it, yes, I have spent money on stubs for the first initial pack opening, but I have played all weekend long. I found some of the best ways to make stubs. We're also going to take a look at some card investments, some early investments based off of the starting live series overall that I think you guys should take a look at and kind of tweak to your own liking. It's a great way to invest in the season, start following the MLB season if you're not already, and kind of take an aspiration into some of the things that are going on in the real life game of baseball. All right, so to get started, I just want to show off my team here a little bit. I've got a bunch of live series cards. As you can see, I have that 99 Roger Clemens for completing that AL live series collection, and some of the cards that go along with that. But how did I get to this point? We're going to take a look at the programs here to start off. So the starting programs aren't offering the best rewards right out of the gate, but we do have a lot of pack opportunities that we can get. So the starter program, if you haven't done that yet, this one's super easy to go ahead and get out of the way. You get 4 decent gold cards. You can work on some collections with those, but you get a ball in it as a habit pack here. And with each ball in it as a habit pack, you're guaranteed a gold player. And a lot of the times out of these, this is where I pull some of my bigger diamond cards. You also get a regular the show pack, but a great early just beginner program to get you started off, get a pack, get another diamond to add to your squad if you're not going to go out and get some diamonds right away. We have the spring breakout program as well. I haven't had a great chance to hop in and complete this one yet. I've been focusing more on the team affinity programs to start. But it's a great way to earn a few stubs here and there, get some packs, get some XP towards that XP rewards path that we've shown off here. But as well as you get towards the end of this, you have 3 diamonds that you can add early onto your squad. This isn't a hard one to complete. You have a bunch of moments here that you can complete, as well as some missions. If you just go ahead and play mini seasons, keep resetting mini seasons until you get started off the season at home. Go search Gomes the Legend on the Vault for Stadium Creator and go ahead and download his blank canvas. It's easy to hit dong shots there. Play on rookie mode, get some stats built up for these cards here. And you can get that JJ Weatherholt here pretty fast. But you do get one of these deluxe pipeline player packs. This has some great players in here. Even some of these golds are very good cards to start off. This Bryce Eldridge is one that I've done very well with in some of the events or on Battle Royale here to start the season. But yeah, just some beginning programs here to take a look at. Team affinity, as you do get into this, I've been focusing primarily here on the Cubs one, but I do have some good progress here on some other teams. As you start working towards your favorite team's diamonds, you can start branching out a little bit, going towards some other teams, but I do recommend completing every start here moment for these teams. There's some great power bats that you can get as the silvers to start. And this Dennis Eckersley is actually a very good starting pitcher. I used him online, I think, once, and he's done very well for me. But yeah, you get a pack or 2. You get balling as a habit. And as you continue to go past the diamond, you'll get even more packs. But it's a great, easy way to not only play with your favorite team's players, but also get a couple more packs in there. But that's not the meat and potatoes of what I want to show off here today. What I want to show off is some of the new game modes that they've added. The first one being Diamond Quest. So, as you can see here, this is the beginning Diamond Quest game. I haven't even played this one yet, but you can go ahead and get that 81 Aaron Judge to add to your squad if you want to go ahead and play through that. But the one that I did first, I've already done this one a couple of times, is this one where you can get Garrett Crochet or Bryson Stott, as well as you get a bunch of packs playing through this. And this game mode is actually fairly easy. You go ahead and build out your squad, you ready up, and then it goes ahead and takes you through this. I believe it's kind of like Risk. I don't play board games very much, but you go ahead and hop through here. You can move this through, and you'll get like a little mission that you can go ahead and play off at the start. You roll the dice. That depends on how many moves you get. And your goal is to get over to these stadium challenges here. And this is where, depending on the difficulty you play, you can pull that Bryson Stott, you can pull that Garrett Crochet, if you win some games on those higher difficulties. The one thing that you have to be careful with is if you lose this game, you will lose all of the packs that you've gained along the way. I think my first time playing through, I did both of the stadium challenges, got lucky enough to get both of the diamond cards, but I also earned like 6 Ballin' as a Habit packs, like 15 regular MLB the Show packs. It's a great way to get packs early on and get lucky enough to pull some of those bigger players. Maybe you can go ahead and pull Shohei Ohtani. But Diamond Quest is a lot of fun, especially if you're not quite ready to hop in online and you want to get ready to build your team up. Diamond Quest is a great way to do that. Highly recommend you hop in and check this one out here to start. Now, early on, 2 things I would stay away from to start would be Showdown and Conquest. Conquest will give you a great opportunity to earn a bunch of packs, especially in this Cactus League and some of these USA packs. The Shamrock map is new today. I haven't taken a look at some of the rewards there. But to begin, I think there's some better methods like Diamond Quest to earn a bunch of packs. I think it's still important to go back and play these. I haven't personally hopped into these yet just because I don't see the reward being there quite yet, as I'm working towards Diamond Quest as well as playing Ranked and building up some other ways that I've been having fun with trying to go on programs. But it's another great way if you don't want to play mini seasons, go ahead and hop into Conquest and play these instead. I think you can kind of interchange those. But right now, the Showdown Pass aren't huge. They're not great to play. I played the Spring Breakout one. I got a gold player at the end of it. If you're interested in that, you can do that. It was fairly quick, but nothing huge there yet so far. And then obviously going through Rank, going through Battle Royale, going through events, just to try to get some more progress in those early online mode program reward path, I think is a great thing to do, especially in your free time. That's what most people are playing Diamond Dynasty for, is those online games. So it is still, as always, a great way to go out and play. But if you want to build your team up first, go ahead and follow the single player missions that I just mentioned. But that's it so far for making a bunch of packs. I think Diamond Quest is by far and away the best way to make packs, earn some stubs, and get some great players on your team. Those are the packs that I was able to pull Jose Ramirez, able to pull Aaron Judge. But yeah, Diamond Quest is a lot of fun. Great way to start off and start building up your team to a decent enough squad to go ahead and play online. But that's it for game modes to earn packs, earn players. Let's go take a look at some of my early investments here on the live series market. Starting off with the frat boys' favorite team, we're going to take a look at the Baltimore Orioles. So some early picks here I would take a look at. One is Grayson Rodriguez. Grayson Rodriguez has been a top prospect for years. He's had some success, some downs early on here to start, but I think this does have a potential to be his breakout season. And as you can see, for being a 77 overall, he has some good value there to be made. If he can get up 5 overall to an 82, quick sell for 900, that's 800 stubs you're making on each card. So that's a good pick. I haven't personally invested in that one. I've only personally invested in one player, but there's some other ones I'm going to invest in after I get up to 500, and a player I will show later. The other one I would take a look at here is Jackson Holiday. For being a 70 overall, he is fairly expensive. As you can see, 216 on the buyout and 163 on the sell. But as I mentioned, if he does get up to an 82, that's a 900 sell now price. So you're looking at making 700, 800 stubs per card that you buy of Jackson Holiday. And if this is his breakout season, which it has a chance to be, he has an easier path to get up to that 82 because they factor in, I believe, the past 3 seasons on live series ratings and some of the upgrades they do. He has a small sample size. So if he blows up in a big way, so will his overall. I think he's a great card to invest in, and that's one I'll personally be investing here fairly shortly. Let's go ahead and move along to the New York Yankees. Now, some of you might call me crazy here because you might think I'm going to go ahead and talk about people like Oswaldo Cabrera, Jason Dominguez, Oswald Peraza, or some of their other younger prospects that are coming up through the system. But I'm going to mention Marcus Stroman. I'm going to put a huge asterisk here as he was horrible last year. As a Yankee, he's been terrible. But don't forget, a couple years ago, he was in the running for the Cy Young with the Cubs, as he had a great first half of the season until he hit some injuries. And Marcus Stroman's coming into a contract year. He has a lot to prove this season. So I think he's a player to look out for, not necessarily invest in right now. But if he comes out and starts the season strong in a big way, I think there's a lot of stubs to be made there. But he's just a player I want to slightly mention. I'm not going to invest in him because I hated his time with the Cubs. But I think he's worth taking a look at. And if you want a high risk, high reward type player, I think Marcus Stroman has a chance to be that. All right, going on to the Rays. This Rays team is a little bit more expensive just because their highest overall is Shane McClanahan, who I think is a great early investment candidate because Shane McClanahan, when he is healthy, is such a dominant pitcher. It's just the issue he has with staying healthy and staying on the field. But at 508, he has a lot of room to improve if he pitches up to a diamond caliber player with his stats in the past seasons when he's been healthy. I think that's a great investment piece there. A little bit more on the pricey side. But the main player I want to take a look at here, which I don't think comes as much of a surprise, is Junior Caminero. Yes, he's a little bit more pricey, especially for bronze being at that 497, 647. However, if he does get up to that 82 range, if he breaks out in a big year, hops onto the scene early, there's a lot of stubs to be made there. He could be kind of an early season, kind of like Jackson Chourio last year with the Brewers, late season diamond or kind of mid-season diamond. That early investment opportunity could pay off down the line in the future. Blue Jays, I don't think they have anybody huge that you can invest in. The one player I would look at is Bo Bichette. If he pops back up here in his contract year in a big way, there's quite a bit of stubs to be made there. We've seen how dominant he could be. He was absolutely dog shit last year, but there's some stubs to be made there. Outside of that, there's nobody else really on this team that I would take a look at and personally invest in. Now, moving on to the Guardians, again, I just want to mention a couple people who could pop out onto the scene here in a big way. Cade Smith doesn't have a lot of room to make a bunch of stubs. Even if he goes up to a diamond, you can buy a few of them if you want, but that's not someone I would put a lot of stubs into. You're not looking at a huge gain there, and that's going to be quite expensive. But Big Christmas, I think, is one exciting player to watch last year. We saw some flashes of him being a huge breakout prospect. If he continues on that trajectory this season, comes out here swinging hot early to start, great player to invest in. Only 56 stubs. If he continues to have a great season, go ahead and buy up some Big Christmases here and hopefully make a bunch of stubs later on down the line. Now, last but not least, let's get into the main player that I'm investing in. Disclaimer, I'm a huge Cubs fan. I'm very biased here on how I feel about the Cubs. But there's one player here that you're not going to see in these top 3 rows that really drives me nuts and is completely disrespectful. You've probably seen it up in the top right corner throughout this whole video of who I'm currently buying out. And you'll see I have a bunch of them. Michael Busch. Michael Busch is starting off as a 71 overall. Michael Busch last year only batted .252, but he had 21 home runs. We saw quite a bit of power there and Gold Glove level defense. And if you look at the stats, especially at the first base position, Michael Busch was one of the best hitting first basemen in the league last year, as well as that excellent defense. Also, he has been hot in spring training. I know it's spring training. You have to take it with a grain of salt, but I do think he is going to carry that over here into the regular season, pop off in a big way. And if you don't hop on Michael Busch early, I truly believe that's going to be a mistake. All right, that's it for me. Those are my picks to start Diamond Dynasty off early. The best ways to build your stub count up, build your player collection count up, get some more packs, get some more cards to build the best Diamond Dynasty team that you can. What I will say is about card investing is take a look at your favorite MLB team. Go ahead and try to find a player that you think is criminally underrated, a player that you think can pop off in a big way here to start the season, and invest in them. Take an interest in the actual MLB season. That's one of the things that I absolutely love about these live series cards is you can watch their actual stats, actual way that they play in real life, and see that translate into these live series collections here as we go and move throughout the MLB season. But go ahead and drop in the comments below what your early investment picks are. What cards are you picking up to try to make some stubs? If you liked what you saw, if you took some value away, like I said at the start of the video, go ahead and like and subscribe. Follow for some more MLB the Show content. We're going to be dropping some more ranked videos and some more gameplay here as we go ahead and move throughout the season. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.